Shankara was saying, there is a secret way by which we can cross this ocean of plurality experienced by every one of us into a new dimension of consciousness. There is a secret method. And what is that method? Vedantartha vicharena. Through Vedanta Artha Vichara, by reflecting upon the deep significances of the Upanishadic declarations, a certain jnana understanding arises in you, and in that knowledge, you awake into the higher state of consciousness. This is what he said. Again, the student has got a doubt. Any book you can read and contemplate upon, you don't reach anywhere. We get only that information. But here, according to the teacher, the Upanishadic words, when contemplated upon, you gain or come into the direct experience of a new dimension of consciousness. How? Therefore, the teacher points out the path of contemplation, the way to do it, the technique by which we can awaken to this new dimension, bring about this unfoldment of the spiritual essence in us, is being explained.
Shraddha bhakti dhyana yogan mumukshoho mukter hetun bhakti sakshat shruter gihi yo va eteshveva tishthantyamuşya Tishthatyamushya moksho vidya kalpita deha bandhat.
This path or this technique is Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana Yogad. By these three methods or means, a mumukshu, one who is wanting to awaken to the higher state and release himself from the entanglements of the world of plurality and their enchantments, so says Bhakti, so declares Shruter Grihi, the declaration, the verse, the mantra of the Upanishad. So the Upanishad mantra itself declares that through Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana, Yogad, Avaihi. In Kaivalya Upanishad, when the student asks the question, how am I to reach? He declares Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana, Yogad, Avaihi. You come to know it by yourself through Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana. Bhakti is our emotional movement towards what we love. Bhakti. So through Bhakti we include or bring our mental attention to the higher. Shraddha is the knowledge, the intellect studying the textbooks, come to gain some understanding of the nature of that reality. When we combine Shraddha and Bhakti, that movement of our intellectual level on the wings of both Bhakti and Shraddha that movement with an integrated mind and intellect, functioning together harmoniously, that movement is called a dhyana. Uplifting the limited ego in the present state of consciousness into a new dimension of consciousness, that flight, that movement is called dhyana. And in dhyana we will fail miserably if it is partial. If an individual has got all the devotion but no understanding, that flight cannot be efficient. If he has got all the knowledge of the scriptures but no devotion to that great truth, you cannot move forward. Thus, the teachers, the Upanishad masters are very insistent upon that we must cultivate both hand in hand. Not only that we know the nature of the reality from the Upanishads, second-hand information, paroksha jnana, but we must cultivate a great devotion and reverence towards it. Shraddha Bhakti. There it is that we can move slowly in the direction of the new dimension of consciousness. Just as a waker moves into the deep sleep state, a new dimension of consciousness. So, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Mumuksho, one who has got great anxiety and felt sense of urgency to experience that higher state. Mukter hetu, this is the hetu, the immediate cause for mukti, liberation, for this movement from the present state of consciousness to the higher. Vakti sakshat sruter grihi. And this is declared directly by the Upanishad masters. It's not that Shankara says, it is not my opinion, it is not an opinion of A or B or C, it is the very declaration of the great rishis of yore. Yo ayete shveva tishtatyamusya. He who is that individual, whoever he be, he who has cultivated both the devotion and knowledge and strives to move ahead. So it must be not merely a dry knowledge, but knowledge honeyed with devotion. And it is not a mere liquid, watery devotion, love, but it must be reinforced with knowledge, understanding. Love with knowledge, knowledge with love, which is the function of both the mind and the intellect, both the emotional and the intellectual aspects of our personality, both of them together moving forward. So whoever practices this, moksha avidya, we recognize or we find moksha, liberation. Liberation from what? Avidya kalpitan dehabandhad. At this moment, as a limited ego, we are bound to all the needs and demands of the body, mind and intellect. If the body is healthy, I am healthy. If the body is unhealthy, I am unhealthy. If the body is tired, I am tired. I am no personality of my own except a reflection of what my body condition is. Similarly, if the mind is agitated, I am agitated. If the mind is calm, I am calm. If the mind is unhappy, I am unhappy. I am what my mind is. Thus BMI has so completely conquered our individuality that we are nothing at this moment. Not a single moment can we be away from them. We are always bound by the limitations in our body, mind and intellect. From this bondage, from these shackles and chains around my inner personality, moksha. And these equipments, from where did they come? Avidya kalpita. Avidya, non-apprehension. By the non-apprehension of the higher, misapprehension starts. This is the trick of the human mind. Nobody can be away from it. It is inherently the nature of the human mind. Whenever our intellect cannot understand a thing correctly, we have no direct information of a thing, our mind projects. Thus when I can't conceive and understand and clearly see the rope, mind projects. It is a serpent. That serpent vision gives you sorrows, fear. But the moment you see even 1 cubic centimeter of the rope, the serpent is lost. The sorrows that are created by the serpent is also ended. By apprehending the rope, the misapprehensions end. But the misapprehensions continue with us as long as there is the non-apprehension of the rope. So the snake did not come from the rope. Rope is the rope at all times. Before you misunderstood as a snake, while you are seeing the snake, and at the end of it the snake has gone and the rope has come. Rope was the rope. It never changed. Nothing came out of the rope. The snake is not created from the rope. Then from where did they come? In the non-apprehension of the rope is not seen as the rope. In that avidya, ignorance, lack of correct and direct experience of the rope as the rope, rose the misconception that it is a snake. Avidya kalpitan deha bandhat, this sense of limitation in us, bound by the physical needs and demands, lusts and passions, the mind's demands, the intellect's attitudes, all these are limiting me to be in this present state of consciousness as a hopeless, helpless, single, solitary individual who is being crushed and threatened by the entire mighty universe all around you. I am helpless, hopeless. This is the idea. So the world outside frightens you, becomes a source of all your sorrows, limitations. But this world of brutality you are recognizing, which is nothing but the Brahman, but we are not able to directly experience. So avidya kalpitan deha bandhat, these limitations created in you by the body, the mind, the intellect, and they themselves are born out of your non-apprehension of the higher reality. Through meditation, when you directly come to apprehend the rope, the Atman, the self, the snake, the body, the equipments of the body, mind and intellect, and the infinite varieties of objects, emotions and thoughts, that entire world of plurality disappears. Where will you disappear? Where did the snake go? Go and search, and there you will find the world state. Right? It's not gone anywhere. Just as when you wake up from the dream is disappeared, dissolved. Dissolved what? The dream. How can dream dissolve? How can dream exist? So it was only in your fancy, in your thought, and as thought changed, the dream also ended. Ajnana.
Ajnana yogat paramatmanastava. Yogat paramatmanastava. Hyanatma bandhastatayeva samsrutihi. Hyanatma bandhastatayeva samsrutihi. Tayor vivekodita bodhavahnihi. Tayor vivekodita bodhavahnihi. Ajnana karyam pradahet samulam. Ajnana karyam pradahet samulam.
Ajnana yoga. At this moment, yoga, usual to yoga, to join. So you are in contact with ajnana, meaning you are living in this non-apprehension. Ajnana, ignorance. Ignorance means non-apprehension. You don't know. Ajnana yoga. You are living now at this moment, allowing yourself to be conditioned by that ajnana state. Paramatmanastava. And you are actually what are you? You are nothing but Paramatman, the Supreme Self. But you, the Supreme Self, due to the ignorance of your true nature, you are in this moment. Ajnana yogad paramatmanastava hi anatma bandha. Therefore, due to that ignorance, you are anatma, that which is not the self, the world of plurality, the material world, and you have become identified with it. Tateva samsrati. And therefore, samsara, you experience change because you have fallen into the realm of time. If you know that you are sleeping comfortably in your own bed, the dream cannot affect you. When do we dream? When we forget that we are we, sleeping in our own bedroom, in the security of my own house. Then you identify with that which is not you, with a dream world, and in the dream world I suffer. The moment I, the dreamer, realizes me, the waker, the dream is ended. Because the dreamer is ended. Dreamer alone can see the dream world. The moment you wake up, you are in the waking world of plurality. From the waking world, when you awake into that higher state of consciousness, the waker is no more, I, the son of my father, is no more. Nor the world that I interpreted in my ignorance is also no more. So, hey Paramatman, Shankara calls you Paramatman. And now you are worried. Why are you calling me Paramatman? You understand? Hey Paramatman, due to your contact with avidya, and avidya krita, misconceptions of plurality, you seem to be suffering the buffeting changes in the realm of time. Tayor viveko didabodhavani. Now what am I to do? Discrimination. Vivek. Discriminate what? Tayor vivek. What is the self and what constitutes the not self? I am not conscious of the self, but I am identifying with the not self, and therefore I am suffering. I am not able to see the root, but I am recognizing the serpent, therefore the fear and the agony. So tayor viveka, to discriminate between what constitutes the not self and what is my true nature as the self. If we have got the knowledge, information regarding the two, then our discriminative mind will be able to distinguish one from the other. Stop identifying with the not self. Strive to regain my understanding of the self. That's our way. What is not the spiritual path is not a movement in time and place. It's not after 40 years you will realize in Kashi. No. To know that you are you, where should I go? When from the dream, when you wake up and realize that you are the waker, did you go anywhere to discover the waker? It is instantaneous. It is a movement in consciousness, not in time and place. So when I discriminate what I am not, though at this moment I have assumed that I am the not self, I examine them and let my understanding and intellect explain. That is not me. And what is my nature? The self. When does the discrimination comes? The fire of knowledge that rises in you, the consequent direct experience that comes to you, ajnana karyam prasahet samoolam. All the karya, the effects of that ajnana, the effect produced by the non-apprehensions, all misapprehensions shall burn down, just as the dream world burned down the moment you have the knowledge of the waking state. Nobody can live in two planes of consciousness at one and the same time. When you are awake, the dream world is not there. When you are dreaming, the waking world is not there. So at this moment I am identified with the not self, and therefore how much the teachers may tell you about God and the self and the reality, the truth, just shut up. You can't accept it. You can't conceive. But the moment you wake up to that state, you are surprised. Where is the world that was there around me? Gone. Just as the dream is gone, the moment you wake up. Prasahed, pradahed, samoolam. It is broken, burned down. Samoolam, with all the roots from which it sprung and continued. The roots are the vasanas. Not only the world of plurality immediately moves away, not that leaving the roots, then it will spring up again, but it will be burned along with the roots. root, trunk, branches, everything burned down. And the very source, that non-apprehension, also ends. Why? Because I am apprehending that higher reality. In apprehension, non-apprehension must end. Continue.
Shishya uvacha Kripaya shruyatam swamin Prashnoyam kriyate maya Yaduttaramaham shrutva Kritarthasyam bhavan mukhat.
Shishya uvacha. When the Guru just explained that it is due to the avidya, that the world of plurality is projected, identified with these non-real, illusory projections of the mind, you feel that you are bound by them. You are nothing but the Paramatma, the pure self. So get away from the not self. Realize the self. This is what the teacher said. But it is natural for a great scientist. In fact, all great educated people in any profession, when they start talking, they will start talking in the language of that profession. Have you ever talked to a man who is, a boy who is high up in computer science? Talk to him. He will put 20 phrases which you don't understand. Talk to a cricket fan. He will also use all the cricket words. Lawyer, ask the doctor, Dr. Sahab, what is the trouble with me? Oh, it is only ajulubudiya sunukiya, the liver. He said, bajulutulubakekliya. No, whatever. You don't understand. It is not his fault. He is wanting to honestly and truthfully communicate to you. But in order to communicate, he will have to use new phraseology or words, technical words. In the same way, Shankara, as he was explaining it, he used all the technical words. Avidya, its products, the world of plurality, you are bound, you are nothing but Paramatman. Hey Paramatman, you are coming to this condition only because of the avidya produced world of plurality and you are identified with it. And the poor student, coming from purely from the home, he was till now only the child of his mother, the son of his father. And he did not know what all these words. But ordinarily, a student who is going for satsang will not have the guts to ask the teacher, hey, what did you mean by that? He will say, chalo yaar, karne do, kya ho gaya? I didn't understand. You are shy to ask the question. Why? Because the hunger to know the reality, that thirst is not strong. You are not on fire. If it's so, you would have asked the question. Here the student is a perfect student. He catches the teacher by his hair. Because I cannot say that by the collar. That is the English expression. He is catching him by the collar. But the Rishi is not wearing a collar. Therefore, by the hair or by the beard. And he says, hey Guru, with great reverence. He's not saying, Hare yaar, kya karte ho tu? Isn't he? No disrespect. Oh Guru, kripaya shruyadam, please with kindness and compassion. Listen to me. Why? I may not be even able to express what I want, but you must try to understand it. Just as the tiny little baby who cannot talk much, but he talks his own language, and the mother understands what the child is talking. Acha, you want a biscuit? Achhi baat. The father, listen to it. ये क्या बोलते हो? ए बच्चे कमा इधर आ, तुम्हारा बेटा क्या करते हैं? The father cannot understand. The mother, क्या बेटा, क्या चाहिए? अच्छा, you want a biscuit? Oh. Yes. She understands the language. If she doesn't understand the language, she makes use of that situation. You can't understand your son's language? Huh? Can't you understand what he is talking? He is saying that, take me and go for a walk. The mother understands. In the same way, the student says, please, kripaya, shuyatam, please listen to me. Listen to me, not like that. What are you talking? Nonsense. Maybe I am talking nonsense, but find a sense in it. And reply me, Suyadam Swamin Prashnoyam Kriyate Maya. This question that I am now asking, please listen to it with compassion. Eduttaram aham jnatva. Why is it? Having heard its answer from you, Shrutva, Kritarthasyam, I shall feel fulfilled. Kritarthasyam bhavan mukhad, from your mouth, from your words. When you answer that question, I shall feel totally satisfied and contented. Therefore I am asking this question. But I am not very confident that I can ask it in the right language. I don't know how to do it. But please listen to me with sympathy. From your higher state of knowledge, you will be able to understand what exactly I am asking, which may not be in the words that I am expressing. Please listen to me.
को नाम बंध कथमेश आगतः कथमेश आगतः कथं प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः कोऽसावनात्मा परमः क आत्मा तयोर्विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम् कथमेवदुच्यताम् को नाम बन्धः कथमेष आगतः कथमेष आगतः कथं प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः कोऽसावनात्मा परमः क आत्मा कोऽसावनात्मा परमः क आत्मा तयोर्विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम् विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम्.
The student must be a Brahmin. Because he asked permission. May I ask you one question? By hearing the answer from your mouth, I shall feel happy. May I? The teacher, by mistake, said, okay. Now he got the chance to ask one question. He packs up 7 questions in one breath and says, answer all of them. Not answer any 3. That is only in modern education. And that too not write short notes on. No, no. Elaborately answer all of them. Now what are his questions? These are the questions that every student must seek to answer, to find answers for. Ko nama bandha. You told me about you are bound, bandha. You are bound by the BMI. Ko nama bandha. What is this bondage? Why? Even though you are in bondage, you are not conscious why you are bound. What is the bondage? I am free. Under the constitution of the country, I am a free man. I am not bound. What do you mean by bound? Bondage of the individual personality. Ko nama bandha. What is this named? What is this that is named as bandhan, bondage? Kathamesha agata. How did this bondage come to me? I don't remember anybody came and tied me down. These subjective limitations that I am now experiencing in myself, how did it all come about? Kathamesha agata. Katham pratishtha. Now, how this bondage having come, it is continuously remaining with me. I can understand bondage. In the last 1 hour I was in bondage and then I came out of it. No, this is from birth to death. And like this, millions and trillions of years, all through my evolution, I was under this bondage. How did it maintain itself in me? Katham pratisthasya, katham vimoksha. And you said that we can liberate ourselves totally, vimoksha, totally, once forever. We can come out of it. How? So 4 questions. What is this bandhan? How did it come? How did it maintain itself in me? And how can I totally liberate myself from these bondages? Kosa anatma. You used the word, the anatma bandha. Anatma, not self. What is that? Kosa anatma. You use a technical term, anatma. What all constitute the anatma? The world of matter, as contrast to a spirit. Kosa anatma. Paramaka atma. And what is that parama, supreme self? And the not self. And you said that if we discriminate between the two, the knowledge arising out of it shall burn down all my bondages and I shall realize it. But you used technical terms which I could not understand. It was a sound. I didn't understand the meaning. Kosava anatma. What constitute anatma? The not self. Paramaka atma. Which is that parama atma, supreme atma? Tayor viveka. Again you told me between these two I must discriminate and reject the anatma and recognize the atman. What do you mean by it? A man who has never seen banana, and I am describing him. Banana is a beautiful, the most sweetest fruit in the world and no seeds in it. It is soft to eat, but it has got a green skin and you remove the skin, eat. Now he wants to know, what is this fruit? Where is it available? Why has it got skin? And why should I remove the skin? How can I remove the skin? Which is the skin? And which is the other thing that I can eat? I don't know anything about it. Similarly, the Atman, the Self, the Divine, is being enwrapped in not self due to avidya. And so I must know what is anatma and the Atma. And then the discrimination between the two. Analyze it and understand that these are all anatma, not me, the self. and I want the self only. So reject them all. Why not eat with the skin? No harm if you are standing on 4 legs. All the cows eat it with the skin. With the skin, if I eat, is it not the sweetness of the banana come to you? Some brahmacharis, they always do it. Because it's time wasted. Quick. It will have sweetness, but sweetness plus sourness. Sourness belonging to the skin. And therefore the sweetness, it is not totally sweet, it is not satisfactory. So remove the skin and eat. Mr. Jones from America come, a friend of mine, and I told him at that time that the greatest fruit in the world is only available in India, and it is called a banana. In India it is called plantain. Banana is a big one, American fruit, but then there's a small one in India. So he took his book and wrote it immediately. Plantain. And the spelling also I told them, because Americans don't know spelling. Plantain. And he read it twice. Plantain. Plantain. It's a good fruit. Okay, next time when I go to India, I will try. Right enough, after 6 months he had to come in the business here, and as soon as he came to Bombay, and in the Taj Hotel, as soon as he went there, he told the bearer, "Hey, bring me plantain." And the bearers are very intelligent. Oh, plantain one. Kela. Acha, I will bring. And he went back. And he brought 10 kelas, one bunch, in a bowl. And the bowl is in a silver tray. The tray is on a wheel table. And the whole thing is covered by a cover. And he pushed it. So he said, "What? Kela, sir, plantain, sir." "Oh, keep it." The fellow took a bath, a shower, and then came back, and he thought that, all right, let me try this. What the Swami said is a wonderful. He removed and tried. One he tried, he didn't like it, he kept it there. The second one again he tried, is the same. He kept it there. And the bill, he took it out. And the bill for 12 banana is 53 rupees. Why? It is covered. It is brought in and uniformed, sir. I went to the revision. To him, in terms of dollar, is nothing. $1 and a few cents. He threw it, that money also. And he dressed up, he walked away. After some time, the bearer came. "Sir?" "Yes, yes, take it." "That's all right." He took it. As he was taking it, he lifted. He can't understand. Why? 2 half plantain are lying down there. The other half is gone. He didn't know what it is. After a week, he came Delhi and he met me. I said, "Jones, come along." And we went to my room, and there we were talking. Suddenly I remembered, "Hey, did you take plantain?" "Yes, Swamiji." "Then, how did you like it?" "Swamiji, it is an acquired taste." Nobody can like it immediately. Maybe after 10th one or 11th one, I may like it, but at this moment I didn't like it. "What? Kela? I mean, plantain, and you didn't like the taste of it?" "Come on." So I opened my fridge and the cool, clean, beautifully frozen fruits were put on the table, and we started talking. As we were talking, he thought that yes, maybe the Swami's plantain is the right plantain, and the hotel plantain was green, this is yellow, this must be the right thing. So he took one. And as we were talking of the politics, the Bush and Bush's chances in the election, etc., we are talking. At that time, he put it in the mouth and both. Immediately, he put it. Then I had to tell him, Jones, it is not that the plantain is bad, but you did not skin it. You remove the skin and eat the center, and that is real plantain. And I tried it there also in the hotel with the skin. So he removed the skin and ate the plantain. And we continued talking. In another half an hour's time, these 22 plantains disappeared. Today, life is miserable. Why? With the skin around, the BMI skin around. The essential reality is sweetness itself. Madhuratipater akhilam madhuram. It is nothing but sweetness, Satchidananda. But we are not able to experience it. We are experiencing through the body, mind and intellect. And therefore, even though there are some pleasures in life, but it is also mixed with filth, sorrow. See? So how is it that I have to discriminate? What is the method of discrimination? Katham etad uchyatam. Etad, these, please explain to me. The 7 doubts. Ko nama? Bandha. Kathamesha? Agata. Katham pradishthas. Katham vimoksha. Kosa vanatma. Katham tayor viveka. Katham etad uchyatam. Once more read.
को नाम बंध कथमेष आगतः कथं प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः
कथं प्रविष्ट
कोसावनात्मा परमः क आत्मा तयोर्विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम्
The student asks these 7 questions. And the answer to these 7 questions is these 520 verses, the entire Vivek Chudamani. When these questions are answered and you have understood, we have communicated to you this supreme science of all sciences, the Vedantic philosophy. So these 7 questions is as it were the contents. And the description slowly starts answering question by question.
Sri Gururuvacha Dhanyossi kritakrityosi
Dhanyosmi kritakrityosmi
Pavitam te kulam tvaya
Bhavitam te kulam tvaya
Yada vidya bandha muktya Brahmi bhavitum ichhasi.
The teacher also gets excited. Such beautiful questions. So he congratulates the student. This is the type of question that you must ask. Dhanyosi, you are blessed. Kritakrityosi, you have done what is to be done. Pavitam te kulam tvaya, you have really blessed your entire kula. It's an exaggerated way of congratulating him that you have gained all that is to be gained, you have done the right thing, you have brought glory to your own community. Why? You want to know how to end avidya and reach out. Oh, this is a spiritual urge which doesn't come to everybody. You may be a genius in science and art and literature, in the world, name and fame, but this hunger to know the reality and release yourself, your personality from all inhibitions, it is very. Does he congratulate the student and start answering?